And last but not least, tank 2. This tank's actually quite busy. As you can see, I've took stuff out, put it in the other tanks. I've moved some floating plants. I got rid of a load of floating plants. The water lettuce, there's a big tub outside with it, and I gave a load away so I could, see what's going on. The tank doesn't look that good at the moment. Let me zoom in a bit. There we go. As you can see, there we are. Some of the plants are doing all right. There's still a few guppies in here, and there's always a bajillion babies. Peppered curries are doing fine. Hopefully they'll start laying eggs. Because there's nothing, well, there is, but there's not a lot in there that would eat their eggs. But the problem that I have, let me move this stand. The problem that I'm having at the moment is there's just too many guppies and endlers in there. I could take them out when I get the heater for the other tank and put them in, but we'll see, because at the moment there's still some shrimp in there. They haven't all died, which is always good. So you can see one on the leaf there, just there. Can I zoom in? No, it doesn't do that. All right, so yeah, so this tank ideally would just have curries and maybe shrimps in, and that koi sword that's swimming around the top of the screen. The red swords in there were supposed to, see what would happen, but no. So I'm going to take them out when they get a little bit bigger to go in with my other red sword in tank 1. I took one of the red swords out of there, the males, and gave that away to my sister. So yeah, there's only one big male in there, so he's not having any problems, shall we say, with bullying or being bullied or bullying others. The reds in here, obviously the koi sword is a male. I think there's another male in here out of the standard reds, but I could put the standard reds in tank 3 or the black mollies, because there's 3 black mollies that have survived as babies. So I could put the 3 black mollies plus the other black mollies that I've got in the other tank. But I think I want some like spawning moss, guppy grass or something like that to go in there, so the babies have somewhere to hide, and then try and breed some black mollies or breed the red swords. Red swords in here would be all right, but I need to get rid of the guppies, female guppies. Some of them have very nice tails, the females, but yeah, I think the curries in here, although with hindsight, which, we could save a planet with hindsight, the aspidoras in that big tank could go in a little tank, because there's only about 3 or 4 of them now, and they're not very big or aggressive, whereas the curries are bigger. They're a lot bigger than the aspidoras. They're like 2 or 3 times the size, and they would benefit from the bigger area in the larger tank, and they would be able to bully the other tank fish, like hold their own. I mean, don't get me wrong, nobody's attacking the aspidoras, because it just doesn't work. But I don't know, I think I don't want to get them out, because they've been in there since I got them a couple of years back, and it's their home, and they do breed. They just don't breed a lot, because it's not really ideal for them. So they're like, it's their colony, and while their numbers are dwindling, they always have a good 5 or so over the last few years, so they're doing all right. and there's some coolie loaches in there, so it's a nice setup. But it's deciding what to put in tank 3 to breed the red-tailed swords or the black mollies. It's a question. It's a question. But yeah, as for tank 3, getting back onto the subject of tank 3, yeah, there's a lot of floating stuff in there. I keep disturbing it. I did a water change yesterday, but I think I need to do another big water change. I did a big water change on tank 1. I did like 50%. I don't do that often in tank 1 because it's set up, it works better just left with that tank. But now I've put a powerhead filter in there, everything is a little bit, it's changing up in there. I think I'm gone from a bit more of a lax tank to a slightly more, I'm going to make it, it's got more fish in now than it ever has. Sometimes it's only had like 8 bottom feeders and 5 big fish. So now it's, when I say big fish, you know, I mean like Cerbite tetra size, nothing huge, but now it's got a lot more of the larger tropical fish, well, medium as it were. So for me, the large. So I'm thinking I need a better filtration system because of the amount of fish, which isn't a problem. I've got a filter, I've got a couple, but I might get a nice big chunky fluval, but we'll see. And as for the other two, they're fine as they are because they're not overburdened with fish, but tank 3 needs a good clean out. And we all had bad water the other day here. The sister did the same, she did a water change and her tank went murky, mine went murky. But yeah, it's just the water hardness changed. Nothing to worry about. Just do another water change a day later and everything will be fine. And that's what I think I'll do today. And that's about it really. Oh, can you see the swords? I sent the stand flying. They're quite shy at the moment because they don't seem to like me in here. Because I haven't took them out, but I always take out the other fish. And yeah, they seem to. I am not their favourite person. And we'll see how long the shrimp last. Because the water's not ideal for them. It's the hardness of the water. Well, everyone's like, yeah, it should be alright, but I don't think it is. That's why I've got that lava stone in the bottom. I might crack it in half actually, and more surface area, or put half of it in the other tank, get a few more shrimp for that tank, and have shrimp on the bottom, and then some fish on the top breeding. I have like 2 breeding projects. I just need to make sure there's somewhere for the shrimps to hide. All these things to think about, because I'm definitely going to start a new breeding project. I mean, guppies and endlers are fine, but if I was going to do them again, like properly, I would take a nice colour set, you know, like Dumbos or koi guppies or something with a bit more colour. Anyway, that's just me rambling. Ooh, are they doing a mating dance? They are. If you look there, when one of the cories is swimming like in T formations with each other. Oh, he's moved now. They it's like a mating dance. I don't think that they're ready to mate, but it's that sort of dance. And the bigger the cory, like with the cories, I'm the same with the Aspidoras. The male and females, the males are smaller than the females. The females are chunkier, for want of a word. Is that politically correct? But they are. That's very hard to, like, that's the difference. They are chunkier, a little bit bigger and chunkier as they lay their eggs. And as far as I'm aware, the shrimp shouldn't be a problem with the eggs. That'd be good to look after them. But anyway, that's my ramble on a Sunday. So I just thought I'd do a couple of videos and get you all caught up with what may or may not be happening. I need to do something with the back of that tank now. Oh well, that's a minor point. That's on the outside, so don't worry about it. It's not like people have glued stuff onto the outside. So I've got a bit of black paper on there, but you can see all the marks. Ugh. Never mind, eh? Alright then, take care, bye.